Another video game movie that's been utterly destroyed by our own hubris. Okay, so we need to talk about this new Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer. We've all seen the pictures before the trailer came out. It was funny, it's like we almost believed it wasn't coming out. Like we all just thought like it was kind of a joke this whole time. At least I did. Like I never really thought it would actually come out. After seeing those pictures, be like, that's not real. It's not real. It's not a real thing. No one designed Sonic the Hedgehog that way. They did. They actually did it. They actually made a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. The trailer is out, and the internet has now caught on fire. So I watched it a little bit while I was at work. I didn't really pay too much attention to it other than the fact that Jim Carrey was in it. And I was like, oh, that's Jim Carrey. What? I didn't know he was going to be in this movie. I'm going to watch it again. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do a reaction kind of thing because apparently Paramount Pictures have been really adamant on taking the videos, those reaction videos down. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to do this.
Gotta go fast.
Okay, I don't all the way hate it, but I hate it. Number one, the design of Sonic the Hedgehog is just way off. Maybe the designer or the people who made the character were trying to go for that sort of like Pokemon, the new Pokemon detective movie that's coming out. They've kind of successfully put in a sort of realistic element to the Pokemon, and I think that's what they were trying to do with Sonic here, and it just fails. Why not go the anime route? Why not use the creativity from the actual source material? That's what we all fell in love with as Sonic fans. Why not use that? It seems like, why is it that every time a video game movie comes out, that the people who are making the movie decide to take some creative license? We're gonna make this a little bit different. This is my take on Mega Man. Instead of Mega Man having an arm cannon or a Mega Buster, he's gonna have a gun, a machine gun, because we can make it like John Wick. Now I can see what they're trying to do there. I can see, because they're like, okay, Sonic runs really fast. We want to kind of put a human element in this design, so we're gonna make him have like runner's legs and, have him stretch, and we'll have this big shot in the beginning of the trailer, and it's gonna be, him stretching like runners do, and he's gonna be like, yeah, gotta go fast. By the way, gotta go fast? Like, come on. Let's talk about Dr. Robotnik, okay? The choice to play Jim Carrey. I don't hate that. Personally, I grew up on Jim Carrey. I just love his sort of comedy, and you can't deny that there is no other person other than Jim Carrey. Just like Jim Carrey is his own person. He has his own style of comedy. And I kind of dig it at the very end. I kind of dig when he pulled the glasses down and is like, okay, so there's Dr. Robotnik, there's Dr. Eggman. I'm gonna give him that, at least. I'm like, okay, that's the Dr. Robotnik I know. Now, everything before then was essentially just Dr. Robotnik as Ace Ventura.
Alrighty then.
He'll probably have a few funny parts in that movie because he's Jim Carrey and he's hilarious. At least I think he is. Maybe that style of comedy, it's not for everyone anymore. I don't know. I'm getting up there in age. Things that I thought are funny aren't funny anymore, so. So maybe I'm just way out of touch. I think that most people's gripe with the trailer is the design of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's too Americanized. There's a video, I've been meaning to watch it, Young A has it, it says Internet Fixes Sonic Movie. That picture right there, this right here, would have been a great design for Sonic the Hedgehog. Then we'd be kind of like, okay, that's Sonic. I'm familiar with this character, not this frightening looking like humanoid hedgehog thing that was just, it looked like it was, I don't know, just created in a lab using failed experiments. This is not to discourage whoever did this. Again, this is my opinion. maybe the movie might do well. Maybe the movie's actually good. You know, I'd like to see it eventually, but I gotta tell you that watching a video game movie just hurts my heart because they never get it right. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to create a video game movie? Why is it so hard? They did it with comic books. They knocked it out of the park. Except for DC. DC kind of fell off there for a second. They're starting to figure it out, but how hard is it? Street Fighter, for example. Okay, you got a great movie there. Why do they always F it up? Why do they always F it up? I don't understand why it's so hard to create a movie about fighters fighting in the street in a tournament. And you can say, well, it's been done in all these kung fu movies and this, that, and the other. And it's like, yeah, John Wick is essentially every single action movie put into one. A guy goes around, kills people, and it's awesome. And it's awesome. You can do it. You can freaking do it. It's not hard. Don't put in new characters. Don't try to change Ryu. Don't try to change Ken. Don't try to change Guile. Don't try to change Blanca. Don't try to change Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nobody in this house likes you.
Again, I should watch the movie first because there were some funny parts in there. There were some things that made me smile. And I was like, okay, I want it to do well because I've always wanted there to be a Sonic movie. Ever since I played the games back when I was, 7, 8? When the Sega Genesis came out and Sonic took over the world, took over Mario there for a hot second, and then there was the console wars, you know, Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. You weren't cool if you didn't have a Sega Genesis.
College free. What Nintendo don't.
If I can give any sort of advice to any director or producer or movie studio that has the bright idea to make a movie out of a video game, a beloved video game franchise, follow the source material. Okay, you don't have to follow it to the T, but don't take so much creative license to make it an opportunity for you to put out your own selfish ideas. I got news for you, it's not gonna work. It's never gonna work. Don't try to out-artist the artist who created the character we all love. Just follow the source material, love the source material. If you don't love the source material, then don't even bother. Don't even bother doing it because you're just making all of us gamers and nerds just miserable. I don't want to say stop making video game movies. I don't want to say that because there's gonna be a time, there's gonna be the one director-producer combo that's gonna be like, you know what, this is how you make a video game movie, and we're gonna nail it, and they'll nail it. And from that point forward, they will have a roadmap for all other video game movies to come on, because it's an untapped market. All these movies are failing right now, but it's an untapped market. If you're able to somehow create a formula, just like Marvel did, you will make so much money. And that's why they continue to do it, because they're trying to break that formula. They're trying to like, okay, and maybe they're trying to do it with this, because that's pretty big name recognition. Jim Carrey, pretty much one of the biggest, if not the biggest actor, short of Johnny Depp, to put in a movie. Start asking questions, get involved, try to be like, hey, look, I'm a producer, I'm a director, I'm this and the other, and I want your thoughts from the community that loves Sonic. What can we do? What would you like to see in a Sonic movie? Plot, design, character design, actors. Would you like it to be live action? Would you like to be a live action hybrid with CG? Or would you like to be all CG? I think they could have went that way. They went like the Roger Rabbit sort of, oh dude, that'd have been cool. That'd have been so cool. Like made him like full on 2D cartoon. Like that would have been awesome. Yeah. That'd have been pretty cool, right? Interesting. Like, you don't see that very often, a complete 2D Roger Rabbit sort of thing. And that was like groundbreaking when that movie came out. So you could do something like that, maybe. I don't know, maybe that'd be, I'm not a producer or director of movies. I don't know, but I can tell you this right now, I'm not happy with what I saw as a consumer of product. Again, maybe it's impossible, but I don't want them to stop trying. So, I guess I'm gonna end with this. It's a thing that exists now. That is all we can say about the new Sonic movie that's coming out. So, I hope it does good for the sake of everyone that was a part of it and worked on it and, you know, worked really hard on it and you know, I hope all those people, you know, get something out of this and it doesn't flop, because that always sucks. You know, let's just be honest. When something flops, it sucks for everyone that's involved. So I hope it does well, at least to recoup some of the money that went into making this movie. Maybe it'll do well. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. More videos to come. See you later.